Hi everybody. Hi everybody. So today I just wanted to show you my rain barrel setup. Came out all right. Got a few more modifications to do for it, but just want to show everybody what I've done, kind of how we're doing it, and some of the pros and cons of the setup here. Maybe get some other ideas from people and give some other people ideas. But here, let me show you what I have done. Alright, so here's the rain barrel setup. Let's start with the frame and the base. So as you can see here, what I did was I took a 2x12 and I cut it the width of the barrels. Then I put the barrels on top and I traced out their outline and I cut like saddles out of it. So I did one on the front and then one on the back. Then I just took it in about a quarter and I bolted in two sides. You can see then, put the 4x4s on for the four legs, bolted those in. Then I put a 2x4 under each side just for a little extra support, because I wasn't sure how much weight we'd have on here. But pretty simple box, pretty simple structure. You can see the cutouts on the back and where the 4x4s go up underneath. Then you sit your rain barrels on top. Got our two little bibs right on front there. So the rain's coming off of this big roof down the downspout over here. And I turned it, brought it down at about maybe 10 degrees. Adapter to a 4-inch T. Then I have a 4-inch by 4-inch by 3-inch T. The 3-inch T goes to the 3-inch elbow. It's a street elbow. Then it goes into a reducer, a 3x2, and then a 2-inch comes all the way down. It splits here at the 2-inch T. The right side's a little lower than the left, so the right barrel will fill up first. When it fills up, the water will come up and over, fill this up, and once both barrels are full, the water moves right on back up the line to the T, and then comes off the black pipe for excess. Now obviously I'll do something about that to secure that a little bit better up there, but then the black pipe comes down into the ground, and you can see I just finished digging. And if you watch my other video on cutting the cord, you'll get that a little more now. And then down at the bottom we've got our little pop-up, so everything will come off of that. And if you look at how the yard's shaped, you can see I ran it right through the garden spaces, but the yard, see it's pitched from left to right, so everything will come off of there, and then the water is going to go and come right down the hill and down into the drain in the neighbor's yard all the way back there. So I think we're good. So pretty simple setup, really. I mean, it's already rained, and before I dug this nice big trench here, I did dry fit everything, and I just let the water run to make sure it was working and see how it was going. But after our first rain, those barrels filled up quick. I mean, that's a big roof up there, and it's pulling all that water down into these two little barrels. They're 55-gallon drums, but you know, it makes sense. So a couple things. First is we've got these two little bibs on here. One thing to be conscious of with these is you can see that I can't actually open it. It'll go that way, but it, bonk, hits this back piece. So one thing I have to do is make sure that's extended out. The reason we did this instead of cutting holes is my dad's good idea. He was saying, hey, why make new holes in the barrel? Keep it nice, and then you won't have to mess with them. You could use them for other stuff later on. And see, we just screwed the 2-inch adapters in up here. And I mean, pretty simple. I didn't do anything to the barrels, just screwed in all these parts. Then one other note I'll make is that we went from a 4 to 4 to 3 T and then reduced it from 3 to 2 here, because everything on this is 2-inch. See, 2-inch. But we could have gone from 4 to 4 to 2. But I didn't do that because I wanted to make sure that I could get as much water down in there as possible. And I didn't want to go 4 to 4 and then 3 to 2 and step it down. So I looked at the 3-inch. It seemed like a big enough hole, at least bigger than a 2-inch. And sure enough, it is. And we're getting tons and tons of water as this fills up. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I think we set that up nice. The 2x4 in the back here is just securing that line as it goes back, because there's nothing really holding that. Now, nothing's glued in just yet. We're still testing, trying to see what happens. But, again, it's working great. Yeah, again, the biggest issues with these nozzles, I'm going to have to see what to do to extend them out. But other than that, everything's working just fine. Catching rain, all that good stuff. And I don't know, I'll do another video if anything changes as we go, but I think we got it. Hey, dude. So thanks. Have a great day.